Okay. So the important part of this problem is that the square root of x looks something like this. And then x squared is the parabola. It looks something like this. This is x squared, which is important to distinguish which one's the upper function. But then they also tell you that they only want the area between x equals 1/4, which is just a vertical line to the right, and x equals 1 is actually where they intersect each other. So this 1/4, and by the way, x equals is a vertical line, so that's why I drew them vertical. So basically all you need to do if you're finding the area between all of that is the integral from the lower bound of 1/4 to the upper bound of 1, and you do the upper function, which is square root of x right here is above the other, and then minus x squared is the lower function right here, and we're finding this area. That's all you have to do. Now, obviously a little bit more work than this, because the antiderivative of this, you add 1 to your exponent of 1/2. That's what the square root is. So that's 3/2, and then dividing by that new number is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal of 2/3. And then same thing with this one. You add 1 to your exponent, and you divide by your new exponent, and you get 1/3 x cubed. And that's from 1/4 to 1. So this is where the math gets a little bit more daunting because you have to plug in 1 for each of these exponents. But what's nice is 1 to any exponent is just 1. 1 to the third is still 1. And then you have to subtract off. Now this is where it gets a little bit more complicated. 2/3 times 1/4 to the 3/2 power minus 1/3 times 1/4. This thing being cubed. I guess I should have put parentheses here as well. Anyway, so this is easy. 2/3 minus 1/3 is just 1/3. And then this is a little bit more difficult because this means the square root. The square root, well, 1 to any power is still 1, but the square root of 4 is 2, cubed is 8, 2 times 2 times 2. And then this one, I don't know if you even know, but it'd be 1/3 times 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. Now, I'm not that great moving forward from here, so I'm going to use my calculator to figure out what 2/3 times 1/8 minus 1/3 times 1/64 is. And as a fraction, that tells me that that is 5/64. And 1/3 minus that answer as a fraction is 49/192. Whoa, that looked weird. But anyway, that's your answer.